John, I just want to show you the post goes in, has a little bit of wiggle room. When the first O-ring goes in, it still has a little bit of wiggle room. So I'm ever so slightly rotating it, still with the O-ring all the way in. And then once it's sandwiched up or lined up correctly and pressed as hard as possible, there's still a space in between. That O-ring is, not allowing the plate or the backside of the plate to sit flush. And no matter how much you wiggle it side to side or up and down, or even try to twist it a little bit to see, that O-ring will not pop into place anywhere or sit recessed. So what I'm wondering is, as soon as you tighten the bolts down, is it just going to tighten enough to create a full seal on that O-ring? But is that O-ring going to start fraying at any point if Boost was able to squeeze by? I know the ATP Turbo block-off plate had a similar design, and when I pulled it out, the O-ring was frayed because I think Boost was getting past it. But this does seem like a real tight seal. I just want to make sure that you're aware that, it does have this gap in between with the O-ring no matter how hard you squeeze it. But again, you could tighten it down as much as possible. I don't know if that forces it into place and then it sits flush metal to metal. Otherwise, may just seal like this with the bolts as tight as possible.